we're going to be doing your theme for the month ahead for March. That is, we're going to be doing tarot cards, and of course, I'm going to be doing a relationship reading. Let's have a look at your theme first. The oracle cards that will tell you what is the major vein or thread running through your month of March 2021, right, Virgo? Your first card up is cycles. Okay, so something comes around again. Something this way comes again. It's something that probably wasn't finished up, wasn't completely dealt with, something that needs to have another sort of reel running in your life again for you to process it, finish it up maybe, okay? One of either of those things. Let's get another theme, or the second theme, and play. Maybe you don't get to play enough, Virgo. Maybe life has been serious, which it has been. We all have to admit that. Maybe it's bringing some kind of situation unfolding, unraveling, unrolling in your life that makes you play, that reminds you that play is absolutely as important as work. And play is lighthearted. Play is something that makes us laugh, that makes us feel relaxed. I think we've forgotten a lot of the time how to play. Most of us have forgotten how to play. We tend to think watching a movie or television, the internet, that's playing. It's not. That tugs at things that is not playing. It's not fun. Sometimes it leaves us feeling worse than when we first started with it. Playing is games. It makes you laugh. It's fun. It's things that children do, okay? So you're going to be reminded. Some kind of cycle will come around again in the month of March that will remind you to play. It will give you the opportunity to play, okay? And it's important. It's important to something that's going to develop in your life. Okay, that's interesting. That's your message. Okay, let's have a look at the tarot cards because they'll flesh out the story a little bit more for us. Okay, let's see. Virgo, March 2021. Your first card up is Four of Sea. This cat is lying there feeling a little bit miserable and a little sorry for itself. And behind it is four lobsters doing the can, I think. So this is a little reminder to you. Now, that it came up with a play card as well, Loki is the mischief maker of the gods, tells me that you may be focusing on things that don't make you feel good. You're focusing on all the things that are in March that make you miserable, make you unhappy, make you feel swamped under, make you feel down in the dumps. But behind you, if you just turned around, if you just shifted your focus, something ridiculous is happening behind you that will make you laugh and have some fun. So it's really a case of just shifting your focus or being willing to shift your focus to something fun. It is happening around you. You're just not seeing it because that's not what you're focusing on. But March gives you the opportunity to do that. The Five of Earth, what you are being focusing on is what you don't have materialistically. You maybe feel insecure. You maybe feel like you don't have enough money. You may feel like you're not going to be taken care of in the future, whatever the case may be. That is kind of what you have been focusing on. Okay? That's been the theme for a lot of us, and understandably so. I mean, life has been challenging, hasn't it? But the world is awaiting you. So, this is interesting. From the outside looking in, you are kind of, I wish I had all that. But if you actually open the window and looked, metaphorically speaking, there is a world at your feet waiting for you. Now, the world is often a karmic thing as well, of coming around again, the cycles. And you got the cycles card too. So I'm thinking this is not your first time with this experience. In fact, it's probably a few times already. You've been given the opportunity here. Look at the sun. I just noticed that now. The little sun at the top corner there peeking through, making a lovely star shape. You need to shift. You will give you the opportunity. You will feel pushed to shift your focus onto perhaps something just playful and silly. Like I said, Loki is the mischief maker of the gods. There's nothing serious about it. There's nothing planned about it. It's just actually quite naughty. He is in the myths and the legends. And that cat has got his four lobsters doing the can in the background while he feels terribly dejected and down and mopey. But he needs to turn around and he needs to have a good laugh if he does. So it's definitely bringing that opportunity of shifting your focus away from what's not working, what you don't have, what makes you feel insecure, to what does await you. There's a whole world awaiting you, and you can shift that focus with maybe a bit of silliness and a bit of play, a little bit of light-hearted something, okay? And the universe will be bringing it in for you, definitely, if it's showing up in the cards. Six of C, all these cats swimming. Now, that is something we don't see, and it's not likely to see either. Cats do not like swimming. We know that. So you may feel a bit at sea. Sea is feelings. That is how your feelings are feeling. You're feeling like you are immersed in this ocean that you just cannot get out of. You're a cat in water. It just is going to need to take a bit of a shift of perspective. And as I'm saying that, I'm looking, there's a picture in the background of a leopard in the clouds, a snow leopard, I'm imagining. Just have to look up. I often say that because the cards often say that to you. Look up. There's something, there's a message there for you. Okay. And then finally you get good kitty. So that's very nice. So what is going to happen is, I think in the month of March, you will find yourself immersed in all those feelings that make you feel immersed, submerged, like you need to swim and you're a cat and you don't want to swim. You're going to feel like you haven't got things, you don't have the things you need, and life isn't supporting you, and you're going to feel miserable and a little bit unhappy, and you've been here before, but suddenly something will come along that makes you laugh. If you open to that, if you turn around and you shift those feelings a bit, you know what? I don't want to feel like this. I'm going to shift this. Something will make you laugh. You can have a bit of fun. And then the world is going to open up to you. And you're going to be rewarded big time for shifting that attitude. Very big time. Look how beautiful this card is, okay? This is reward for making the shift. So if you can make that shift in March, you're going to be rewarded in a very big way, okay? That's a strong message coming through for you guys, but it's not going to be easy because you are feeling like that four very miserable cat, or like the six kitties that are swimming in water and they don't like water, okay? So it's going to take a bit of doing, but the universe is going to bring something funny and playful to you that will help you shift your focus to saying, but you know what, I've got the whole world awaiting me. The whole world is at my feet. There is so much potential out there. And if you can make that shift via something funny and silly and irrelevant, it's definitely going to be like that, then you can actually make a major shift. And when you make that major shift, you will have a major, major reward awaiting you. That is a really nice reading. Now let's read your relationship, shall we? Okay. So I'm going to read for those of you in relationships as well as those of you that are looking for relationships. Reading relationships in general. Okay, Virgo. First card up for you guys is retreat. Time to disconnect from the world. Now, I was seeing that coming through in your cards. Okay, so social media, the news, all the feedback we're getting. I'm not saying it's all disheartening. There's a lot of good stuff out there. Go looking for that. In fact, there's a huge amount. If you go looking for really uplifting, positive, creative, constructive things out there, they're there. But it needs to disconnect from where we plugged in. Most of us are plugged in at the moment to not such good stuff, okay? It's become a terrible habit. And the opportunity is here for you in the month of March to disconnect from that, and it's going to be good for your relationships as well. And to connect to that makes you laugh, that's funny, that's enjoyable, okay? It just needs an energy shift, and your relationships need it too. This could be the one you've already met, the romantic partner you seek. So if you're with a partner, it is recommended in March, and you will get the opportunity for the two of you to shift out of your normal humdrum hamster wheel, that's what I always called it, and do something fun and funny, or go somewhere that is just the two of you. You can relax and chill and disconnect from it all. And if you're looking for somebody new, the chances are that you will meet them somewhere that is not connected to your everyday routine, but you have crossed paths with this person before, but they're somewhere fun and funny. That's the message, okay? Somewhere fun and funny. It's very interesting that. Okay, but that's definitely your message. Make the effort. Great love is worth making the effort. Okay, you're guided to take. So you will be guided to take this effort. So you're either going to go somewhere fun and funny and cross paths with someone you've met before. Okay, and this could be the one. Or if you're in a relationship, take some time out, the two of you, to just go and have a bit of fun away from it all. And this will take a bit of effort. It always does. To drag ourselves out of our normal everyday rut is flippin' hard work. Okay, but it's worth making that effort, because the person that you're with is the one you're supposed to be with at the moment. That's the major message coming through here for you. But there's great potential to cross paths with someone who could be the one if you get out of your hamster wheel and go and do something fun and funny somewhere different. What we're dealing with here at the base of it all is core belief system, okay? So one has built up a belief system, all of us, bar none, that things have a certain way of panning out or working out. And we kind of tailor make our lives around that. And we make all our decisions around, well, that's how things turn out. They don't. You're going to be challenged in March with that, okay? If you take the opportunity to go and do something fun and funny when it arises, that belief system is going to be challenged, and it's going to show you, you know what, those core beliefs that have you believing this is the way it turns out, so I'm just going to structure my life that way, will be chopped in half, and you will realize something very different, and that's the great reward you're going to have. That realization, the way it pans out, the way it plays out, is your reward for shifting very set belief systems that basically, well, culturally they fed into us, and we're quite happy to accept them too. And I'm saying this for everybody, myself included, okay? That's just the way we're wired. But we are given the opportunities to shift all the time. And March, you have a big one. And if you make use of it, there's a big reward coming for you. Okay, Virgo, I hope you enjoyed that reading. Thank you for liking and subscribing and watching. Thank you very, very much. If you'd like a personal reading from me, I will put a link in the description box below. I do an amazing soulmate reading. And wishing you hugs and blessings for the month of March. We'll speak again soon.